Jet Jaguar hype!
Woo! We're actually excited because this is the best fucking movie. Guaranteed. This movie is going to get the best score. We might as well just put it at 10s across the board because Jet Jaguar is going to carry this fucking thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That being said, I have seen this movie. It kind of sucks.
Oh, I'm sure it's part of the Showa era.
But it's stupid fun, and we get to watch the dumbest dropkick of all time.
You mean the best one, the anti-gravity dropkick?
Oh yeah, no, where he's just like on his tail sliding. It's gonna be great. But fuck that shit. Jet Jaguar, best fucking, like, clearly just Ultraman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, painfully so, to the point where I almost can't even really believe that it was a fan design. It's like, you just kind of recolored Ultraman.
Yeah, basically, and then he just fights a giant bug like Ultraman would do.
And he even has the same powers as Ultraman. Well, okay, there's probably powers that Ultraman has that I'm not aware of, but, like, I'm pretty sure Ultraman can fly. At least I would hope.
I think so. I think it's mostly him just kind of, like, T-posing upward.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what Jet Jaguar does. And the size growing, of course. I mean, Ultraman started that shit. Yeah. So, what I remember of this is that, once again, it involves aliens. I think. Yeah. It's either aliens or people from the center of the Earth.
It's the people from the center of the Earth, or... I think so. I think it's that, because Megalon's from the center of the Earth.
Yeah, so...
but I think Jet Jaguar gets mind-controlled.
Well, they try and steal Jet Jaguar. So,
gotcha.
You can't really mind control Jet Jaguar because it's a robot.
Okay, then they remote control Jet Jaguar.
I don't remember them actually being able to steal Jet Jaguar.
They just put a little antenna on his back and, like, do our bidding, Jet Jaguar.
I just remember how absurd it was that, like, Jet Jaguar is, like, goes to get Godzilla.
Well, you know, who else are you gonna get? Like, Anguirus? You ain't getting Anguirus.
Anyway, so oddly, I'm the one here who's seen this fucking movie.
I own it on VHS, but I haven't watched it because it's on VHS.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't see a VCR around here. I haven't seen a VCR in many a year. So,
what are you talking about? Like, 5 years ago, we watched Yo Yogi in 3D.
I said many a year. I didn't say, like, a decade.
5 isn't many.
Hold on. When did you get that?
Last week. You just now noticing it?
Yeah.
You didn't notice the box over there when you walked in?
No.
Oh, it's been sitting there for like 6 months.
Fucking bullshit.
Remember that? Remember when? We'll talk about this off camera.
Okay.
We're off mic.
All right. Anyway, I just noticed something that's a big fucking deal. Anyway, I need to get you your copy of you know what.
Yeah. Yeah, Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Totally.
On not VHS.
Anyway, yeah, so I want to get to this movie. I'm excited. I can't wait for you to hear the Jet Jaguar theme song.
I've heard it.
Oh, it's incredible.
No, it's great.
All right.
The whole thing is great.
It's gonna be...
We'll see you in 90 minutes, probably.
Give or take. I didn't bother to open it up.
I'm sure it's 90. All right, we'll be back. Jet Jaguar hype again!
King Kong!
German King Kong!
Mecha Kong, man.
It's Mechanicong.
Whatever.
Even though that's a different character altogether.
Well, yeah, but... Oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't say this before, but in the German dub, Jet Jaguar is just King Kong.
Yeah, no, it's
supposedly.
It's incredible. Unfortunately, we didn't have access to it, so... yeah, so...
Jet Jaguar kicked a lot of ass.
He kind of did. I'll be honest, Godzilla did most of the work. Like,
Jet Jaguar was kicking Megalon's ass until Gigan showed up.
Yeah, and then he just proceeded to eat shit.
That's because there was 2 of them, and one of them was Gigan.
Yeah, then they start punting it back and forth. It's fucking ridiculous.
Volleyball, but with Jet Jaguar.
It was amazing. Okay, so holy fucking shit, this movie moves like just one thing after another. It immediately starts with robbery where they don't steal anything.
I think they just planted a bug and then they pretended to make a robbery.
And then they accidentally left some sand and a button.
Yeah, and the sand was from Easter Island.
Yeah, and and we enter their geology lab where they put stuff into test tubes and weld stuff. It was really weird and made no sense. But okay, we have to talk about the most important prop in the entire movie, which is that goddamn boat.
The paddle boat.
The paddle boat, but the paddles are weird fish.
The boat is a weird fish.
But also the paddles are weird fish, controlled by levers that you just move back and forth.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Oh my god, that was the best opening ever. I wish that was Baby Rider.
So Baby Rider was like a tiny motorcycle.
It was the lamest thing, but the best name.
But then the boat.
We never got a name for the boat, but clearly the boat is one of their stupid inventions. The whole group of them, they make things. But yeah, no, the boat was awful. They were these weird, like, dolphin-like creatures, but their noses were, like, huge and bulbous and pointed upwards, and they were all different colors. And sometimes the paddles, like, you have to understand, the way they move, they, like, undulate, but sometimes they're out of sync, so the whole thing just kind of, like, shakes around.
Well, yeah, it's like bike pedals.
And then we got to watch it sink into the into the abyss. It got drawn into a whirlpool and sunk into the earth because of nukes.
Well, wasn't that them? I thought that was the Seatopians opening the gate or something. Because didn't they open the fissure?
Well, No, they didn't open the fissure. The whole idea was that the fissures opened up because of the nukes, and then the next time something happened was when they sent out Megalon.
Why did Monster Island get, like, destroyed?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Were they dropping bombs on Monster Island? Also, they might have killed Anguirus.
Oh yeah, no, Anguirus just ate shit and fell in a hole, and Godzilla was like, well, shit happens.
What?
Which, I mean, to be fair, it's Anguirus, so
Yeah.
who the fuck cares?
Oh, crap, Anguirus shows up again.
Not really.
He shows up in the next movie.
Oh, good. He crawled his way out, clearly.
Yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate.
Oh, man. Alright, So they get robbed. Quote unquote, get robbed. And then they come back and they shoot everyone.
Yeah, because they find out that they had finished Jet Jaguar.
Oh, wait, that's right. We have to talk about the kidnapping. Because the kid goes out on Baby Rider, and the brother's like, yeah, you have fun.
It's the 70s. Nobody gets abducted.
No, totally not. Kids just go around and behave like delinquents. That's what they're supposed to do. And then the guys who initially showed up and beat the crap out of everybody, they're like, oh, we found the kid. We got our way in. And so they stop, open the door. The kid practically clotheslines himself. And then the dude grabs the kid and then proceeds to do wrestling moves to him in the back of the car.
We don't mean those kind of wrestling moves.
Oh.
It was just...
No.
It was like a power bomb.
Like, just like slamming him into the car seat. It was the best. And then the whole theme of this movie is children abuse. Like, the child gets like the crap beaten out of him.
Oh, he certainly does.
The kid has multiple concussions. Like, there's no way he doesn't. And so they get him to get them in. They immediately shoot him, and then they shoot everyone else with a cap gun. I mean, it's unclear. There were no projectiles. There was just gas.
One guy gets headbutted by a Jet Jaguar.
Oh yeah, no, that was great.
He opens the door and just boom,
just
Jet
like,
Jaguar head right in the gut.
Well, because Jet Jaguar was trying to do like a polite bow, but like he still took like a pointed head to the gut. great.
And yeah, then they knock everybody out. They steal Jet Jaguar,
and the kid and the robotics guy, and they tie up the other guy who I don't know what the fuck he does.
Geology, apparently.
I mean, someone had to do it. And then they lock up the kid and the robot guy in, not the robot, but the guy who made the robot, into a
shipping container.
Shipping container that's on a truck that is filled with nude women.
The back window has titties.
Yes, and the pictures change over time. It's very awkward.
Well, the one on the right hand side looking at it, or the left hand side looking at it, that didn't change.
No, that one didn't change. But for some reason, the right hand one, I guess they got bored and they put up another one. So yeah.
Kid slides on his face a few times.
Oh, it's the best.
It's like the interior of the shipping container is butter. He just slides down.
Just sliding all over the place, bashing his head against things, and you're just like, God, this kid better have gotten paid good, because, damn, he's taking some hits. Which, don't worry, we'll get to the ultimate hit in a bit, but, so, the entire time we find out that the villains are from Seatopia. What is Seatopia? It's basically Atlantis. The men wear fucking togas and Power Ranger pants, and their hairy as all hell.
Well, they're doing science. They ain't got time for razors.
Clearly, there's like, why shave or wax? Just let it all hang out.
And then the ladies wear
weird cone head.
Yeah, weird cone heads and transparent ponchos.
Yeah, no. At least they're wearing underwear underneath. We didn't need like real titties going on. Like that would have been awkward. And they do weird dances, and then they wake up Megalon, and Megalon doesn't want to wake up because Megalon is a child. We'll get to that in a bit, but first we have to get to the point where the truck drivers realize that something's wrong with the guy when he pulls out the gun, so they beat him up, and then they throw him off a cliff, and we watch as a human ragdoll falls down that cliff, and he frickin' dies.
That was a murder.
Yeah.
We witnessed a murder.
And then they almost murdered the other guy later, but they try and dump the container.
Yeah, they're like, oh, crap, man, this is probably illegal. Let's just dump it off by the dam.
Yeah, no, just dump it in the water. It'll be fine. And that's when Megalon shows up. And,
on the other side of the dam.
Yeah, and,
splash party.
Megalon just goes like, water, yay, and just starts playing behind the dam for no reason, as his body seems to just exude water as it flows off of the dam. And then the other guy shows up. He broke out. He beat the crap out of the other guy with a chair. It's not important.
And then there's a chase scene involved, and it's not...
Oh god, we forgot about the first chase scene where he throws the grenade.
Oh! Yeah!
The instantaneous fire grenade. No explosion, just fire.
Just a 10-foot tower of fire.
Just instantly superimposed flame, and then everything's on fire. And it's just like, that grenade is incredible. And that's after the first robbery, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Quote-unquote robbery. Anyway, that scene... this movie is filled with incredible scenes. It's so difficult to keep track of all of them.
But yeah, as... we'll call him the geologist guy. As he's tracking the truck down, they have...
Oh my god, I forgot it!
They have not only one car, but also a motorcycle lying in wait for him.
Oh, yes.
Because they knew that the other guy would screw up.
Yeah, no, they knew that he would escape, and they were like... Alright, we'll have a car driver, but the car driver could fail, so we'll also have the motorcycle man. And then they proceed to go down the sheerest cliffs I have ever seen a car go down.
They go down some stairs first.
Oh, the stairs are great. They ruined... The stunt man on the bike, his balls are gone. Like, let's just... They're destroyed. But yeah, they go down some stairs, and then they go down, like, more than 45-degree angle cliffs.
Yeah, it's real good.
And then the motorcycle guy gets paint dumped on him. I don't remember how that happened.
They end up in like a quarry, and I think he crashes basically into like a concrete mixer.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe...
And then the Brazzers logo popped up at the bottom of the screen. That was really confusing.
Yeah, no, that was very awkward, because it was covered in white stuff. It just wasn't a good time. I don't remember what happened to the red car. I don't know if anything happened.
Geologist Man drove through a shed, and then the red car attempted to follow him, but the shed fell apart on top of him.
And that just stopped the car?
That just took him out.
All right,
that took him out of the race.
Perfect. Awesome. Also, Speed Racer was in one of the pictures. Minor detail. There were weird cubes. They will come into play later. Don't worry.
They do.
God, we're gonna talk. This is gonna be the longest podcast of the series because this movie is just incredible top to bottom. All right.
It just means I get to play as Jet Jaguar a lot.
Hell yeah! All right, so where were we? Oh right, yes. They're about to dump the container off, and then Megalon appears and starts having a splash party. And then Geologist Man shows up, and they don't want the truck drivers don't want any part of it. They almost shoot him. And they steal his car, which was already a stolen car to begin with. Geologist Man tries to fix the truck as Megalon breaks the dam and just proceeds to go down a water slide like a moron.
It's not so much he's sliding; he just kind of like pops out,
just
flailing,
slides through. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then the container is precariously about to slide as Megalon approaches the truck going like, "Yellow is my most hated color."
He starts gesturing at it.
Yes.
Like as if it's a threat to him.
And in the midst of these gestures, the container falls and Megalon hits it. Keep in mind, this container still has a child and a man inside it.
And it goes flying over the cliff.
Oh, over a mountain. And it crashes, and they both tumble out, and they should be dead.
And then they were fine because they're shook and awake by geologists.
Hell yeah. So, and then
the military shows up. They lay waste to Megalon. Megalon isn't having any of it. He hides behind the trees.
Yes. But before then, I think every villain in this movie is a white person. Because of course it is. The guy at the base, I believe, is still controlling Jet Jaguar.
Yeah.
Because he won't die until much later. And Jet Jaguar is guiding Megalon because Megalon needs guidance.
That's why they stole Jet Jaguar in the first place, is to tell Megalon where to go.
Which is fucking weird because they're like, we use robots in Zootopia, and I'm like, I haven't seen a single robot until Jet Jaguar.
And I'm pretty sure he's not from Zootopia.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. And then Megalon gets fucking wasted by the military. The first time the military is actually effective.
I don't know if I'd call them effective. I mean, they looked like they were doing stuff. It's just Megalon decided to, use strategy and hid behind some trees.
Yep.
Snuck up to them and just Ghidorah beamed them all.
Hell yeah. Just melted all of them. It was still like the most effective show of force the military has shown.
They were hitting their target for once. It was amazing.
It looked like they were doing damage, despite the fact that they weren't. And then after the military fails, Robotics Man just out of nowhere goes, "We're going to use Jet Jaguar to get Godzilla." And I'm like,
I've got this medallion that works on line of sight.
Yeah, and it overrides the programs from my HQ where there's a crotch light off for Jet Jaguar because the crotch is the most important. It is the most important because his symbol points to his dick.
So around this point, Seatopian Man's like, "Yo, get in contact with the roaches from the last movie. We need Gigan." We need Gigan of all monsters.
Only Gigan, not Ghidorah. Gigan.
So, they send out a message, and Gigan is on his way now.
Yes, we will see Gigan in a little while. They managed to get into a helicopter. Wait, no, we have to talk about the plane fight. Wait, no, the plane fight happens after they...
Yeah, the plane fight happens after they remove Jet Jaguar from their control.
But before then, we have to talk about how Megalon follows Jet Jaguar.
He's a goddamn kangaroo.
He's just a child with doing hops. Nothing but hops the entire way. It's the most ridiculous you've ever seen. It's just another thing on the endless list of incredible things this movie had to offer.
I didn't know Megalon bounced. I thought he just flew.
Yeah, I mean, and when he flew, it looked terrible because he put his drills together, and yeah, it was dumb. So they get in a helicopter, the 69 helicopter, and they steal Jet Jaguar, and he goes to get Godzilla from wherever the hell Godzilla
Monster
is.
Island.
But Monster Island blew up.
Yeah, well, he was still on Monster Island.
Well, he's a fucking moron. But whatever. Yeah, so Jet Jaguar goes to get Godzilla, and Megalon just has a panic attack. And does one of the coolest moves ever, where he, like, thrusts one of his drills forward, and then just kind of crashes into the dirt and starts, like, having a tantrum. And then a bunch of planes show up that all get cut apart by Gigan.
They get cut up by Gigan claws.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's really fast.
Yes.
But they are not Megalon claws. They are most certainly Gigan claws.
There's a lot of stock footage from previous movies in this film, but it was all awesome instead of being absolute garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it was a bit grating, but
So then, yeah, Megalon goes to town, and they just reuse Ghidorah footage.
Oh, from Ghidorah. Not Astro Monster, not Gigan, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. That movie. So it looks terrible. As multiple beams fire out from the Christmas tree monster that it clearly can't fire multiple beams, but whatever.
And they occasionally use some footage from vs. Gigan as well, because you can see every once in a while you catch Gigan in the shot.
At least they didn't show monsters that literally didn't appear.
That's true.
But yeah, so yeah, Megalon just trashes up a section of Tokyo. It's unclear.
Place.
I don't know why there's so much wilderness in Japan. It's very awkward. But whatever. Jet Jaguar shows up in his hilarious flying pose where he's just completely rigid.
Just a toy.
And his weird, like, antenna that are coming out of his head.
I didn't know he had antenna.
I forgot he did. But yeah, so, and he goes to get Godzilla, and he's, like, making weird noises, and
He does, like, he's like, yo, there's a bad guy over there.
Oh, yeah.
Thumb over his shoulder, like, behind me, I swear.
Yeah, no.
And Godzilla's just like, sure, weird tiny man, I will believe you.
And then he does the cannonball from Ebra, literally, into the water, and proceeds to cruise through, like, 3 different scenes we cut back to Godzilla just cruising through the water.
I mean, at least I got a menacing shot of him.
Oh yeah, no, they looked amazing.
Except when you notice his mouth is open.
Oh yeah, just mouth agape, rushing through the water, just gulping down seawater. And any fish that happened to pass by. Maybe some whales. But yeah, so Jet Jaguar gets back first. And he's like, and Megalon's like, friend? And then Jet Jaguar...
Well, no, Jet Jaguar first goes back to the house.
Oh, right.
And this is where they take out...
Yes.
Well, okay, so the robotics guy and the kid stop at a store.
Yes.
At a toy store. And they're like, hey, is anybody here? And nobody's there because, they evacuated.
Yeah, there was the usual evacuation scene.
So they're just like, well, we'll pay for this later. And they pick up this toy plane.
Yep.
And they leave with it.
Yeah.
Now you're sitting there thinking, like, what are they going to do with this toy plane?
I thought they were going to, like, try and control Jet Jaguar with it, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but, who knows, like...
No, that's what a smart person would think.
Yeah, no, but we were also thinking, are they just going to fly it into the building, or...
So, Robotics Man chucks a rock at the camera that's outside their door.
Yep. Causing...
the guy who's sitting there at the Jet Jaguar control table to come out, take an airplane to the face.
Oh yeah, no, just fucking he's like, what? Huh? And the airplane just flies directly into his face, and blood just gushes out of his face. The man is made of paper mache. And they're both wearing helmets. They were on a motorcycle, and they never took off their helmets. I mean, the child needed it because he's taken so many head hits to begin with. But yeah, no, and then they proceed to grapple with this man while the child goes for the crotch. It's very awkward.
He just kind of hugs on there for a little bit, and it's just like, back off a little.
That is not revenge for the backseat wrestling that went on.
No, that guy's dead.
Oh yeah, you're right. That guy did die. He deserved it. All right, so
they basically tie him up. Wait, what do they do with him? I completely.
They just kind of. He awkwardly kicks around, and they kind of pick him up, and he immediately smash cuts to the Jeep. The Jeep that they got from the military. The military is gone, by the way. We never see them again. Well, but they just have this Jeep.
Is this before or after the part where the kid's swinging on the cube and takes him
out? Right. That's how they take him out. These cubes that have these weird photos and diagrams on them, well, the kid just happens to get on one as it gently comes towards this man, hits him in the chest, and he just goes down for the count.
Yeah, and then they're like, so then they run back outside, but they're like, do we do something with him? And he's struggling, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the robotics man shows up, and he's like, we'll just take him. And it's
the geology guy, right? Wasn't the geology guy?
No,
I don't remember who it was. It doesn't matter. The other guy
showed up. I don't remember.
The other guy showed up. All three of them are together now.
No, geology man and kid were the ones who took him out initially.
Okay.
So yeah, Robotics Man shows up and is like, we'll just take him. And they lift him up, and then he immediately smash cuts them in the Jeep. And they park the Jeep, and I don't know what the fuck happens. Megalon...
Well, before that, Jet Jaguar shows up, and he's like, hey, how's it going? And then he leaves. And they're like, we can't control him anymore.
Oh,
he's become self-aware.
He's become sentient. I put in programming, but now he's just got artificial intelligence. And
he's in survival mode now.
Yeah, no, the movie is full of assholes and Deus Ex Machina.
Much like the next one, when so Jet Jaguar shows up, lands, and Megalon's just like, oh, you're back. You can finally lead me. And then Jet Jaguar's like, no.
It just does a series of poses that basically equate to, like, flag signals. And then shines and grows. And it looks... to be perfectly honest, it looks bad. And then just immediately goes for a fucking hammer fist to the face. And it's like, oh, damn. Jet Jaguar's not messing around.
So, as the two are fighting, and the trio come back, and they're like, look how big Jet Jaguar is. Yeah. and Robotics Man's just like, well, I guess he just decided to be big.
Yeah, he's like, I guess he decided he needed to fight, so he just chose to get big. And we're just sitting there like, right.
Why doesn't he just get bigger?
I mean, he could just get even bigger and just step on Megalon. Like, it'd totally work, but whatever. We need to have a fair fight. And these two kind of tussle, and Megalon eventually launches a rock. Well, the guy they took, they clearly never completely incapacitated him because he got out. But then he's like running around, and then the rock like lands near him, and he falls, and then the rock just like rolls onto his legs, and then he dies. And it's like,
taken care of.
Okay. That was dumb, but whatever. And then that immediately cuts back to Seatopia, and I'm like, do they know he's dead? But no, they're just like, Gigan's coming. And it's like, okay, I guess you guys don't care, whatever. And then Gigan appears in the same way that he did in the last movie, where it's an explosion, and then it goes back together. An explosion, and it goes back together, and then it's Gigan. But Gigan somehow looks shittier than he did last time.
Yeah, I think Gigan got a little... upgrade?
He looks slimmer, which made him look worse.
It looks like they just took part of the Ghidorah costume and like grafted it to Gigan. Yeah, because he's got like gold scales now.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
I don't know. I don't think he had it in the last movie.
But the last movie it was also in the dark.
Yeah.
The dark, quote unquote. So that might have dulled his colors. But yeah.
So Gigan shows up and Megalon's just like, new friend?
Oh no, the best part was that Gigan shows up and the gaggle of chuckle fucks are like, who's he gonna fight for? And we're like, who do you think he's gonna fight for, you idiots?
Yeah, you know, Gigan, hero of justice.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, Megalon and Gigan become best friends.
Oh yeah, they're both
due to their mutual hatred of Jet Jaguar.
And they're both use of metal things on their hands. And they both like to patty cake together constantly. God, it's fucking stupid. And they proceed to just fuck up Jet Jaguar. Like, Jet Jaguar doesn't stand a chance against the both of them, despite the fact that Gigan doesn't do a whole lot. Just like Gigan in the last movie, he's kind of just there to be a hype man.
Yeah. Like you said, he's the Starfire of the kaiju.
Starfire?
Sorry, Starscream.
Yes, Starscream. He just shows up to talk big talk and stand around and do nothing.
And then demand a promotion.
Totally. And then fly off when things go wrong. But, yeah, and then they then proceed to literally volleyball. And I mean, like, both arms together, smack him into the air. Jet Jaguar is now the volleyball.
He's quite aerodynamic.
It's incredible, and he flies like garbage. Like, when they fucking did that, it looked bad. Like, it was just his body just moving, but without the rest of his body moving. Like, just him lifted, like gravity reversed. It was ridiculous.
So basically, now at this point, they've got Jet Jaguar in the kill position.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then over yonder, like 20 miles away.
Wait. We have to set this up properly. So, they're standing around gloating, and Megalon he's like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And he readies the drill to go for the kill shot. And then we cut to Godzilla, and we're like, all right, he must be there. He must be seeing what's going on. No, he's like Jake said, like 20 miles away, just walking. And we have to keep looking at him as this stupid music plays. He just keeps walking, and I swear to God, Godzilla almost walks past them fighting before he realizes, oh, hey, there's my friend.
And the entire time he's walking, he's just throwing his fists around a little bit.
It's like, yeah, like
he's really
I'm gonna fight.
He's really getting into it.
But we watched this for like a couple minutes straight. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're padding for time, but for God's sake, this doesn't do anything.
Godzilla is literally actually down the street. Like, he hasn't even made it to the fight yet.
So ridiculous. And then Godzilla shows up, and of course we have to do the traditional Godzilla shuffle. But it's strategic this time because he's trying to get in position to cover his new friend, who are going to make weird cyborg Godzilla babies.
Oh no!
There are many implied love scenes that take place throughout this fight. It is amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, the budding romance between Jet Jaguar and Godzilla.
It is the purest love.
It is amazing, with Godzilla's flapping tongue.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So Godzilla shows up, and Jet Jaguar just he's like, I gotta take a minute. You take this. And Godzilla proceeds to throw punches that just levels both of them. It's incredible. He's got them both flat on their asses, and then we proceed to watch the entire scene of Gigan cutting up Godzilla from the last movie.
Him and his loop-de-loop attack.
Yeah, no, just the same loop with the same get-up, like him getting up, that was repeated in the last movie. It was the same footage.
It even ends the same way, with Godzilla shooting a beam at him and Gigan taking out the construction building from the last movie.
Which is just ridiculous, because we were nowhere near any civilization. Oh, God. And I just remember that happening, and he landed in the construction building, and then we cut back to the gaggle of fools as they're just like hyped, excited over this, not questioning the fact that this building came out of nowhere. And proceeded to, disappear, because we never saw it again. Because, of course, it wasn't actually there.
Yeah.
As I said, their fight was transcending dimensions and time.
It was great.
Yeah. And then,
some other things happen.
Yeah, and then Megalon breaks out the turd bombs. Which, we forgot to mention, there was a point where Jet Jaguar attempted to fly and took a bomb just immediately and just came straight down.
Yeah, and then there's a part where Godzilla gets knocked down by Gigan, and Megalon shoots one. It rolls up to Godzilla. Jet Jaguar crawls in, grabs it like it's a grenade, throws it back at Megalon, and then it blows up.
Yeah, no. You have to keep in mind, the one that hit Flying Jet Jaguar exploded next to him. It didn't make contact.
It exploded behind him.
Yeah, no, it was absurd. It, like, blew him down to the ground. So for some reason, this one having a timer makes no fucking sense. But whatever. That's not the dumbest thing that happens with his fucking turd bombs. Trust me. And then Godzilla and Jet Jaguar get, like, backed into not a corner, but eventually they get trapped. They get trapped in a ring of fire, and then half the time it cuts to them, like, hugging, and it's very weird.
It's incredibly strange. Then there's a shot of just Godzilla's face.
Oh yeah, I know, and his tongue starts waggling. It's the best thing ever. And then
they remember Jet Jaguar can fly.
Yeah.
Flaming circles mean nothing.
Yeah, so Godzilla, like,
just hops on his back.
Yeah, and then
Jet Jaguar just leaves. And Megalon's just like, wait, what?
Oh, there's the literal shrug of, like, what? Are you kidding? Like, arms out. It was... Oh, God, it was perfect and stupid.
And then they attempt to put Megalon and Gigan in the flaming circle. But both of those guys can fly too. And I think this is where Gigan's just like, I'm out.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm done.
Gigan just... Okay, yeah, Gigan flies away, more or less. And Megalon proceeds to just run. Despite the fact that
he just kind of falls over like a toddler.
Well, but, like, he just starts running away. Despite the fact that he's been shown to fly.
Yeah. And
he just watched Gigan fly away. In his Starscream-esque moment of, like, fuck it, I'm out. Good luck. And yeah, no, he just and Megalon just starts taking breath attacks from Godzilla that just completely fuck him up, and he just falls over like, I can't do it.
So I don't know if this is before or after this point, but this is the part where Megalon shoots his final turd bomb.
Yeah, that's the end before we get to the complete. Well, not even the move. Like, before the complete full-on stopping. Okay. Like the shakedown and then the move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, Megalon fires a turd bomb straight up, and it comes straight back down into his mouth.
And he's just like, I guess we're done now. It just, like, smoke comes out, and we're like, is his head gonna explode? I don't fucking know. And Megalon at this point is done. Like,
Jet Jaguar grabs from behind, and then the move.
Okay, wait, I forgot. We forgot about how much Jet Jaguar completely fucks up Gigan before he fucks off. Because that was brutal.
Yeah, he just fucking breaks his arm.
He's got him with his arms behind his back, and then he, like, looks at Godzilla, and Godzilla's like, yeah, do it. And he just fucking elbows into his arm, and it looks like it fucking, like, actually breaks. Like, it's
There's
awful.
Definitely no actor arm in there.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
It's very floppy.
Oh yeah, no. It's but still, like, fucking, like, basically full on breakage, and that beatdown given by Jet Jaguar is the final, like, just like, I'm fucking
And then
done.
he just hoists him up on his shoulders and just, like, tosses him.
Throws him. Because Godzilla's like, yeah, throw him in the air, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I think he gets blasted with Godzilla breath when he's in the air, as per the usual. But yeah, so we get to the beatdown on Megalon, where Godzilla grabs him by the tail and just starts slamming him into the ground.
He breaks his legs.
His totally shatters them. Godzilla's loving it. His tongue's waggling all over the place. It looks like he's trying to get a lick of something. It's not a good time. And then And then Jet Jaguar gets him in the equivalent of a full Nelson that you can possibly get to in rubber suits. And Godzilla's like, yeah, alright, let's do this.
Hold him there.
Yeah. And then...
runs down the street.
Runs back.
To get some momentum.
And then runs forward, and then immediately rotates 90 degrees, floating on his tail for a drop kick that looks god-awful. Best move in the fucking movie. And then he gets down, and he's like, yeah, keep holding him.
Get him again. Put him up. Put him up.
Put him up. We're gonna do this again. Like, hustles back.
A shot so nice, we showed it twice.
Oh my god, and does the exact same move. And then Megalon is just like, fucking done.
He scrambles back into the hole.
Right before the Seatopians fucking blow up all the holes that they made, quote unquote, and just like seal everything off. Because they're like, we fucking lost. We can't have the Earthlings getting to us. And,
Godzilla decides the end of his business.
Yep.
Walks off into the sunset.
Yep. Just fucking pieces out. Not before Jet Jaguar gives him like the most awkward, like super excited handshake.
It looked like the mayor of a city giving a handshake to somebody who's done something, who's getting like the key to the city.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Jet Jaguar was the mayor.
Yeah, no, totally. I could believe it. But yeah, and then okay, so the number one thing that we have to mention is that there is a Jet Jaguar theme song. It's really stupid. And it's been foreshadowed since the beginning of the movie. It is the opening theme.
Yeah.
And it plays on occasion at different speeds. And during some of the beatdowns with Jet Jaguar, we heard it. And then at the end of all this, Jet Jaguar shrinks down. And then he reverts back to being a mindless robot, because why not?
His mission is complete. He no longer needs his AI.
Yes.
He is now subservient again.
Yep. And then we get the Jet Jaguar theme song. Just saying just saying his name, and like how great of a robot he is, and like,
how he fought together with Godzilla.
Yeah.
And how we need to be just as strong as them.
Indeed.
So you better start bench pressing things.
And then there's literally only like one verse, and then it's the end. Which we forgot to mention how incredible of an opening this movie had. Because it opens on the atomic testing, which looked like fucking fireworks. It was really stupid. And then Monster Island is blowing up, and Anguirus eats shit, and Godzilla's like, oh, fuck it. And then it just continues to explode, and then the title screen just appears.
Just boom!
Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Smash cut.
It's great.
What even a smash cut? It was just a smash title screen.
Just bam, right there. Best introduction of the entire series. So, yes. It comes full circle.
You know, I don't think we've been this excited to talk about a movie since Astro Monster.
Well, yeah, and even Astro Monster, I don't think... No, Eggman.
Well, Astro Monster was after Eggman.
Well, yes, but I mean, Eggman was the last time we were that excited to talk about anything.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, this whole movie, it was nonstop. There was almost no filler. The only real filler was some of the really stupid scenes that were stock footage.
And the shot of Godzilla walking for 20 minutes.
Oh, God. but even that was incredible.
It's true.
Because of what it led to. Like, it just... Everything just, like, went together, and it was terrible, and it was amazing, and we never got a conclusion to Baby Rider, the fucking
Baby Rider's just sitting on the sidewalk.
No, it just forever gone. We'll never hear from Baby Rider again. But yeah, it was just... There was very little filler. There was it was just a hilarious, fun time. Every, 5 minutes or so, something absurd was happening. But, the good kind of absurd, where we're laughing and pointing at it, but it's still... It wasn't like Hedorah where stupid, weird shit would happen, but it didn't fit. It didn't make sense. This was always stupid, weird shit, but it was in line with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't just like something random. Like, it all felt like the same. Yeah, you said it already.
Yeah, no, it was a constant flow of stupid shit that constantly pushed itself forward from stupid thing to stupid thing. It was just a hilarious, fun time the whole way through.
Yeah. I think the way I'm thinking of it is, it felt like one guy's stupid ideas, like consistent stupid ideas, as opposed to like a group of people's stupid ideas.
Where it was one guy got drunk and or high and wrote a movie, instead of like 10 guys got drunk and or high and wrote a movie, which was Hedorah.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, alright, let's fucking, holy shit. Let's rate this fucking movie.
This masterpiece of
Monster
movie.
Combat. I hate to say it, I cannot give this a 10 in Monster Combat. It wasn't that amazing, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. There were some unique moves.
Yeah, like, they threw around some empty suits. I was happy. 8?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Visual effects.
The Jet Jaguar transformations were bad.
They were not great.
They were better than the Manila one, but they weren't quite there yet.
Yeah, they're just... Yeah, it's just not a good time. Other than that, we had some of the most incredible props we've ever seen. We had the time cubes. We had the monstrosity that was the bow.
I was gonna say, you can't forget the bow.
Oh, the bow.
There were two of them. there was a large version and a toy version.
Oh yeah, the toy version is the one that got sucked into the fucking whirlpool. It was great. And Baby Rider was boring. That plane was used in ways that I was not prepared for, and these people took some freaking abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the child. The child had no bruises, but he took some abuse.
Oh, he definitely did.
God, I still can't get over him being in the back of the car. The guy's clearly, like, throwing the child into the seats. And it doesn't look like a prop. It looks like the actual child. And I'm like, oh my god.
I really still can't get over just him sliding on his face.
Oh, there's that too?
Just back and forth multiple times.
Oh, God.
It just looked like somebody was like pulling his legs and pushing.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, the fucking... They greased the bottom of the container just so he would slide all over the place. Oh, my God. I don't know, like, 7?
Yeah, that's good.
It's fine. I'm giving this plot a fucking 10.
I mean, it was great. It was cohesive, which is a good thing. We constantly move forward. There were some time skips that were really stupid, but to be honest, what they would have filled it with would have been even dumber. Like how we got the robotics man to the military man is not important. It's just important that we set up the fact that Godzilla needed to be called, and then for some reason the Cetopian controlling Jet Jaguar is like, they're getting Godzilla. How do you know that? I don't know. I'm psychic. Shut up.
I'm not
Paul
reading,
Geigen.
I'm not reading the script. Anyway, yeah, I'm giving this plot a fucking 10.
I mean, I have no objections.
And then the acting, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like there was any weak points.
I mean,
I'm not gonna give it a 10, but I don't feel like anyone was a weak link.
Yeah, no, they were all solid.
Everyone was pretty decent. Let me see what the best we've ever given acting is. That'll give me kind of a measuring stick. God, the acting has actually been really low. Astro Monster got an 8. I would say...
But Astro Monster got an 8 because of the American.
Yes. So I would say this overall could be considered an 8, but there's really no standouts.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with an 8?
Yeah, let's go with an 8.
Alright, so we are at...
A lot.
16 plus 17.
35.
30 fucking 5. And we still have a bonus.
Wait, 16 plus 7. No, okay, that's not 35 then.
33.
Yeah.
We've got some bonuses to dole out. The dub.
Fantastic.
The child. I requested the volume be turned up when I heard the child. I was not prepared.
The child was a thing.
It just sounded like a normal person talking, but pitch shifted. But not pitch shifted into like squeaky voice. Like it was like halfway there. It was terrible.
It was incredibly strange. It's undescribable.
It's just watch this movie. If there's anything you're gonna take away from this, watch Godzilla vs. Megalon. It's fucking great. Alright, so I don't think the dub's really worth a 5.
Nah.
Maybe a 3?
I'm thinking 3, 'cause typically we don't give out points for the dub anyway.
Yeah, because most of the time the dub, usually the dub doesn't add anything, and sometimes the dub takes away, so special mention.
I feel like the dub definitely added something to this movie.
It was a good time. Everything was great. The subtitles didn't match, as per the usual.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great time all around. Special mention, we already said it. It's Jet Jaguar.
Plus 5, baby.
Plus fucking 5, which gives us a grand total of 38.
Wait. Wouldn't it be 41 with the...
oh,
the
yeah,
dub?
you're right. 41. 33 plus 8. Fuck. Alright, so total 41, which is over a perfect score without a bonus, which is amazing. Holy shit. Guys, go watch Godzilla vs. Megalon. You will not regret it. You will not regret it.
I mean, they might if they're looking for something serious.
Okay,
but if you're looking for campy fun...
Okay, seriously, if you're watching the Showa era, you're not watching it for anything serious unless you're watching 54.
Yeah.
Because,
or Astro Monster.
Well, even Astro Monster was still...
It hadn't gotten, like, full-on goofy at that point. It was still kind of like...
We saw the fucking jumping...
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
No, it was campy as fuck. But yeah, no, if you're here for the goofy Godzilla shit, look no further than fucking Godzilla vs. Megalon. Aces. Nice. Fucking aces. I can't wait to watch the next movie and have it be less good.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Then we've gone on long enough. Thank you so much.
This was a time.
Hell yeah.
See you guys next time.
See ya.